Right, good morning, hello everybody. Ria here from Maisie Moo. Today I am popping on to show you how to make these cute little Christmas tree decorations. You're simply using faux leather, some of the beads that we've been using in a number of the crafts that we've been making over the last couple of months, and you'll be familiar with these if you've made the dragonfly or the angel. And in fact this is a template that really came about from the angel because of her skirt and with a layered effect, and funnily enough someone requested one too, so I've put this together for you. Now it's going to be 3 options available. You've got 3 different skirts, I keep calling them, for the Christmas tree. So you've got a peaked one here, which looks quite neat. This one here is a rounded peak, which is quite pretty, a little bit reminiscent of like a Moroccan type shape, but it actually makes a really neat tree. And then we have round, so we've got the simple sort of, it's an inconsistent scallop, but it does look really cute. I have made a few of these now. You can obviously make them from whatever colour fabric you want. You don't have to use these beads, you might have beads that you want to make, but I'm just going to pop one together to show you how easy it is. Now, Isla's been dying for me to use this fawn pattern fabric that I got from Jewel Box, and wanted it as a Christmas tree, and I thought, you know what, why not? A Christmas tree that looks with fawn fabric actually could work. So we're going to give this a go. Right, so you start off with 3 pieces. You've got your larger piece, medium size and small. So I'm going to start with the larger piece here. What you want to do is, you can see you've got a tab, but with this larger piece it's a bit different to the others. You're going to be folding over and making a cone like this, but you're going to be folding this scallop over that bottom scallop. Now you do not have to do this if you want a real wide tree, but this strengthens things, just having that little bit extra underneath. So you simply want to glue your tab and the overlapping part in place. There we go. Okay, so I've glued that down, and you can see there is a wee hole at the top. Now that obviously needs to be there because that's where we're going to thread through our string at the end. Okay, so we've got one cone done. We're going to do it with the other 2. Okay, so once you've got all your cones, they're all just going to sit over each other like that. We're going to thread them. So I have got some metallic twine, which is quite pretty, and now this is just from my local Kmart. I'm sure whatever craft store you have is going to have some form of string. This is like, you could use like it's like a leather cord. This here, I love this, is like a baker's twine, and it's got the gold fleck through it. Can you see that? Am I in the shot? There we go. So, but anyway, I've just used this, and what you're going to be doing is simply threading it through the holes, and you want to tie it off. Now I'm going to go through from the top or from the bottom. You can choose, it depends on your thread. This is really it's quite frayed, so it's not the easiest, so I'm going to come through from the bottom. Right, so I'm going to take it and come up through the bottom. So if we come up here, and I'm going to use this is just a weeding tool with a hook on the end, but it makes it nice and easy for bringing things through. You could use a needle. And finally the top. I quite like this. It's like a little white frosting on top of this Christmas tree. You could do all sorts with this. You could use your ice cream colours and make an ice cream Christmas tree. Oh, that would be neat, with this piece here at the bottom, a cone. fabric, that would be quite cool. Okay, so we've got heaps extra. I probably was a little bit generous, but that's okay. It's better to have more than not enough. Now, I have got so many of these beads. I've got boxes of them, and they're everywhere because I keep falling out of the box. I even went and bought these massive big ones, which are really quite neat. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually used a bead to tie off underneath, but it serves two purposes. It's holding your twine in place, and it's giving your tree a little bit of structure and shape. So that was one of the medium-sized ones here, which has just dropped on the floor. Okay, so I'll show you how I tie this off. I know a few people had trouble with the skirt of the angel or fairy. Okay, I'm going to grab this and go through one side like that. I'm going to grab the other side of the twine and go through the other side. You can see how it frays. It's crazy to work with, but I do like it. The shimmer. Is it going to come? Come on. There it is. So that you've got, there we go. So, and then all you want to do is simply pull that up inside your tree and make sure you have enough length here. I'm going to put a bead on top like I have done with these ones. It's like my star, but you can put anything you like on there. So I'm going to knot and tie that off. You can see all I've done is just tied that off, so I can pull that through and it's just going to hold it in place. Right, finally, now this bead here, because they've got such big holes, are hard to tie a knot to hold them in place. So what I'm going to do is add a touch of glue inside, and I'm going to push the top of the tree up into the bead and hold that in place. Right, so we'll let that dry, trim off these excess bits underneath. And there you have your tree. Now, if you wanted to glue your layers down, you could just stop them from moving. But, as I say, I don't mind the movement. You might want to use a little bit of super glue as well as your hot glue on your layers, because I know with some of these fabrics I've used or materials I've used, the super glue isn't the greatest. But use whatever glue you need for the particular material you have. But yep, you can go crazy with all your different scraps if you have some. Make some really unusual combinations. I'm really looking forward to see what you come up with, because you're all so creative. And I love to see what you make from these. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that made it clear. Remember, just to reach out to me if you need any help. I'm always here, and I can answer your questions. All right, take care. Thank you. Bye.